Hello Veg Champions, today we're cooking with
cucumbers. We need some sort of knife for spreading some sort of spread onto your bread, and then some knives for cutting the cucumbers. We'll need some sort of spreadable stuff like mayonnaise or cream cheese, and then we'll also need bread and obviously cucumber.
The first thing we're going to prepare is the bread. We're going to have some white bread, but just for a bit of variety we're going to put in some brown bread. You can use whatever bread you like, but I would use something that is for making sandwiches. Sometimes it's called sandwich bread or sandwich loaves. And what we're going to do is, the first thing we're going to do is actually cut off the crusts, because we're going to make fancy bread. Now that's a bit wasteful if you cut the crusts off normally, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut the crusts off and we're going to save them, because we're going to put them in another recipe. So I'm going to put these actually under the grill. We're not going to put the grill on, we're going to leave them to dry out for maybe a day, and then we're going to use them to make breadcrumbs.
So next we're going to be putting on the spread. So just put on a bit of spread onto one piece of bread. Get a nice even spread around it. Make sure it covers all the bread so you don't get any dry bits.
I'm going to do mine, which is going to be cream cheese.
So now we have to prepare our cucumber. So go to the end where there's this, where the end of the plastic is, and just cut off both ends. And then maybe make a score down it. Actually, and then you can just peel it off, and then you can just start making thin slices.
And now, time to make the sandwiches. So, the cucumbers on there. This one's quite a small one because we used a small loaf, so I'm going to actually chop that bit in half, like that. And notice that there's cream cheese on one side of the bread and on the other slice of bread. And then what we really want for a nice proper tea sandwich, as well as all the crust cut off, is to have it not cut into squares, although you can do, but a really stylish way of doing it. So make them into long fingers. So I'm going to just cut this one in half actually. And that one's ready. And now I'm going to have a go with one of the big slices, which we might make a little bit differently, because we should be able to actually cut it into thirds. Actually, again, I think there's enough room for a half slice down the middle. Now, whatever spread you have, you can add more flavour if you want. So you could add herbs or garlic, chives go really well. Or you could even, if you go to the supermarket, you will find with the cream cheeses, you can get them with garlic and herb or with chive flavouring anyway, and that can save you time and effort and money as well. And now, this one we're probably going to cut into thirds, and I think this way would look nice. There we go, how classy is that? And now a bit more video magic, let's get the rest of it done. And here we go, really classy sandwiches, which we're going to go and eat in the yard in a minute. But what you can do is if you make them bigger, like cut into quarters or into halves, if you make a picnic and you can put them in with a picnic, they will last all day because the cream cheese especially will stop the cucumber making the bread soggy, so they're perfect for picnics.
Now it's time for a taste test of these sandwiches.
Right, I'm going to try this one with mayonnaise. Oh, it's a bit windy out here. Nice, I like the cucumber. It does work with the mayonnaise actually. It's a bit dubious. And here we go with some cream cheese and brown bread.
I just prefer the cream cheese.
Well, cream cheese is the classic spread for this, and the mayonnaise is kind of the alternative if, say, you can't get cream cheese or something. What about the brown bread?
It's nice.
Brown bread's not traditional. It's traditional to have white bread, but yeah, I think the brown bread is nice as well. Even sitting out in our yard, it does feel like a bit of a treat, doesn't it?